Hey everyone, welcome back to new content of Cybrosys. In today's video, we will be discussing about the e-learning module. And the e-learning module is basically used for creating, managing and delivering online content. So it is used by the institution, that is the educational institutions and trainers, to provide a structured content and engage the learners through quiz and assessment. So let's see how to use the Odoo 18 e-learning module. So we know that the e-learning app allows us to easily upload content, define learning objectives, and manage attendees and assess student progress. And it also even set up the rewards. Engaging participants in a meaningful learning experience enhances their attentiveness and fosters heightened productivity. Now, the important thing that you just need to keep in mind is that you can manage your e-learning content on the front end or the back end. The front end allows you to create content quickly from your website, while the back end provides an additional option to collaborate. So this video focuses on using the backend to create your content. So let's say how to create a course. To create a course, we can just move on to the e-learning module. So as you just move on to the e-learning module, you can find the dashboard which shows all the available courses over here. And we have different views in the e-learning. That is the Kanban view. By default, it would be set as Kanban view. And if you want to change the view, you can also set it as list view. So currently you can see all the courses that is created, and here we have a search panel where you can choose the filters or group by, and currently we haven't used any default filters or group by. And afterwards, when you just move on to the configuration settings, now here you would be able to find different things like e-learning, that is the certifications, mailing, paid courses, forum and all. Now if you want to just enable all these features, let's enable that, and these features will be available under the creating courses, which means when you just try to create a course, and if you want to provide the certifications, you can also provide the certification, and you can also make that course as a paid course. And if any community have any doubts regarding certain questions, all those participants or the attendees can just provide the questions in the forum, and the one who knows the answer can just make the answers in the forum. So this would always raise an engagement in the created course. Now let's see how to create a course. To create a course, you can just move on to the courses over here, and you can find the courses. So under the courses, we can add the content, and we can also add the certification. So when you just create a new content, the contents will be available under the content menu, and the certifications will be available under the certification menu. So in this case, you can find all the courses that is created, and you can see that as all these courses are published into website, you can see a ribbon is popped in the courses. So in order to create a course, you can just click on new button where you can set the title of the course. So I'm going to provide computer science for kids as the title of the course. So once that's done, you can provide the tags. So here we can set different tags like basic, intermediate, advanced, and all. So if you have created any tags, all those tags will be available over here. So as you just move on to the configuration, you can see the content tags over here. And we can also find the course group, and if you want to add the tags over there, you can also easily get that. The tags describe the course, and in this case, you can also add an image to illustrate your course by hovering your mouse on the camera placed on the image and clicking on edit icon. You can easily add the image. So as you just move on to the downloads, here you can see the computer science .png, that is the image that we are just going to provide for the course, and we can just save it manually. So this image will be added for the course. So once that's done, we can also find different tabs such as the course, the content, the description, option, and comma. Now let's discuss one by one. First, we are going to discuss about the content tab. This tab allows you to manage your course's content, and by clicking on add a section that divide your course to different section. So as you just click on here, you can see we can just add the different levels, that is the section. So let's say it's level 1, and that is the first section. And afterwards we can just add the content. So if you want to add the content, you can just click on um, add content, and you can just add the content. That is the first level, is that we are just going to learn about setting up your computer. And afterwards you can provide the tags that is required. So you can you can add all the taxes over here, and that describes the content of the course. And if you want to add the image for this also, you can add that. And afterwards you can also set the document type. And here we have different document type like image, article, document, video, quiz, certifications, and all. So depending on the content type, that will be added over here. So let's say we are just going to set it as document, and we can just upload it from the device or retrieve from the Google. And here in this case, you can also set the responsible person, and you can also set the duration of the course. Let's say it's 1 hour, and if it's downloadable, we can enable this. And if you want to just get to know the preview, you can also set that. And in this case, currently we don't have any views over here, so it will be 0, and the total views right now is also 0. Now, as we just need to upload the file here, you can just move on to the upload your file. Now, yeah, let's move on to the file in order to set that. So under the downloads here, you can see the computer basic student manual, and let's upload that. And if you want to set the image of this course, you can also set that. So let's set everything. And right now we have just finished the document over there. And afterwards you can just move on to the description, and under the description you can provide, like in this video you will be guide to how to use the setting up of computer. So I'll be providing the description, and the description is the information that is related to the course, and that can be found in the description tab. So we can just provide, like in this video you will learn how to set up computer for the first time. Well set. And afterwards you can just move on to yeah, here is a mistake. We just need to add the comma and set up a computer. And afterwards let's move on to the additional resource, and under the additional resource, if you have any additional resources, you can just provide the details. So the additional resource can be a file or a link, or you can just if you're just going with the file, like you can see it's a resource, and we just need to upload that file. If it's a link, we have to provide the link details over there. So I'm going to provide the link. Now let's provide the main, that is setting up computer. And if you have any resource, you can provide that, and afterwards you can also provide the link over here. And if you have any quiz related to this, you can also set that quiz over here. So the first try will be getting a reward point of 10, and the second try will be getting a reward of 7, and the third try will be getting a reward of 5, and fourth and more will be getting a reward of 2 over here. So in this case, we can add the questions related to that. So here you can see what powers a computer, and you can just provide the options, or like we can just provide the other question, like who invented computer, and we can just ask the provide the answer over here. So the answer you can just provide over here, like Charles Babbage. So if the answer is correct, you can just enable this and you can provide the comment as correct answer. And you can provide the other answers here. James Watt. Then you can provide the other answers such as Mary Curie. Then here, let's say C.V. Raman. And if these answers are wrong, you can just provide as wrong answer. So let me copy that and let's give the comments over here. Okay, fine. Afterwards, we can just save and close this. So only one quiz we are providing. I mean, one question only we are just providing in this quiz, and we can just save this and close. So afterwards, we can find like we have an option to add the certification. So if you want to add the certification for this course, you can simply click on add certification and you can find that we can just provide the certifications over here. See, when you just try to add the certification, the same applies, and here the content type will be set as certification. So we just need to provide the image as well as we just need to set the content title and everything over here. So if you want to set the certification, you can also apply that. And let's see how to apply a certification for the created content. Now provide the content of the title. Like as we are just providing the certification, we can just provide the certification title over here, like computer certificate. Or you can just provide it as a course completion certificate. And if you want to include any tags over here, you can provide that. And if you just need to upload the image, you can also just upload the image from this section. So let's move on to the downloads in order to get the image, and let's upload that. And afterwards, you can also provide the certification over here. So if you want to just go with more, this would allow you to create a certificate. So upon clicking on new, we can just create a certificate over here. So let's say that we are just going to create a certificate by doing a survey or live session or assessments or customs or appraisal or recruiting. So there are different ways in which we can create a certificate. So here in this case, we just need to custom it. So we are just going to create the certificate over here. That is a, a course completion certificate. So course completion. And if it's restricted to any of the users, we can also set that. And in this case, this will be responsible for Michelle admin. And if you want to add any questions over here, we can add the questions. So there are different ways in which we can add the question. It can be multiple choice, which means a question will be having different options. From that, we can just choose the correct answer. And the other option is the multiple choices, which means when we just provide the question, we can also provide multiple options as the answer. So the user can choose multiple answers for a single question, and the other option is that multiple lines, text boxes, and see, you can just find the preview over here, and it can be a single line text box, or like if you're just going with multiple line text box, we can just give the descriptive answers in multiple line. If it's a single line, we can just provide the descriptive answer in a single line. And you can also just go with the numeric value, then scale, then date, as well as the date time, the metrics and all. And we can also provide the guidelines, instructions, pictures to attend his answer. And in this case, we can also provide the answers over here. And under the option, we can also just set all other options also. So let's say that we can just provide the question like what is a CPU, or explain CPU, or anything. So let's say that we are just going to provide the question to write the full form of CPU. So here they can provide the answer. The attendees can provide the answer. So if we are providing it as a single line here, in this case, you can see we can also provide the answer. So if the input must be a male, you just need to enable this. And um, if uh, if we want to just save the user's nickname, we can also enable that. And under the description, you can provide the guidelines. And for the time being, I'm not providing the guidelines. And in this case, uh, we have to validate the entry. So let's enable that. And we can also set a minimum to maximum limit. So let's say the limit is 5, and afterwards, if there is any validation error, if the answer is not true, we can just give the validation error over here, like wrong answer. And here we can also provide the placeholder, like help participants know what to write. So let's say write the answer, and we can also trigger the answer, which means optional um, if there is any previous answer is required, we can just trigger that. So once that's done, we can just save and close. Save and closes, or we can just create a new one. So I'm going to create the other question, that is of multiple choice question. So here in this case, we can just provide the question like, which is the outdated version of Windows, which is the outdated version of Windows. And afterwards, you can see that we are just going to choose multiple choice. That is only one answer. So we just need to show the answer in the comment field. So let me enable that. So you can comment the message over here, if any. And if you want to convert this comment as the answer, we can also enable that field. And in this case, the answer is mandatory. So let's choose that. So currently you can see that we are in the options. So we are just doing that. So if there is any error message, we can see that it's you can provide the message, or you can just keep this field as null. So this question requires an answer. Okay. And you can also find provide the conditional displays and live sessions over here. As you just move on to the answers, here we will be having the option to provide the choice and score over here. So let's say the full form of CPU, or in this case, this is the second question. So in this case, we had to provide the option, that is, which is the outdated version of Windows. So we can say Windows 7, then Windows 8, Windows 10, and I'm going to provide it as Windows 11. Okay. And in this case, we know the answer is Windows 7. So you can just enable that, and this will be getting 10 score over here. So afterwards, we just don't need to provide any other questions, and let me save and close this. So in this case, you can see we have created that, and if you want to take a share this, we can share that, or if we want to take the test, we can just go with the taking of the test over here, and we can simply save and close this. And you can see all the questions will be created over there. And here the certificate is all about course completion, and if you just get into the internal link, you can find all the details over here. Now let me close the session, and under the certificate, we are just not providing any other things over there, and we have added the certificate, right? Yeah, let me add the certificate over here by providing all the details. And if you want to set the duration, you can set that. So it's 1 hour, and If you want to provide any questions and all, you can provide that, and afterwards let's save and close this. So you can see it's been added over here, that which means we have added a section, we have added the content and added the certificate. So once that's done, you can save this manually, and as you just move on to the courses and content, you can see the created content over here. So you can see that we have just created the content which is setting up here. Computer is the one that we have recently created, and you can find all the contents over here. The attached document is also visible over there, right? And as you just move on to the certificates also, you can see the created certificate, and if you want to publish the certificate, you can also publish that. And now if you want to provide the end message, you can also provide the end message. Let's say that thank you for attending the test, and provide everything over here and save it manually. So once it's done, you can see everything now. And let's move on to the courses that we have created, and we just need to publish the course. So as we haven't published the course, we just need to publish the course. So let me choose that, and here you can see that we can publish the course. So in order to publish the course, we have to move on to the website module, and in the website module we have a toggle button. So as you just enable that toggle button, you can see that we can easily manage the publishing of the course. So currently Michelle Admin is enrolled into the course, and you can find that if anybody wish to add the review, they can add, and we have just added the level, the content, the certification and all. So if we want to add the course content and sessions from the front end, we can also do that. So you can see that currently it's been unpublished, and we just need to publish that. So as we just use the toggle button, currently you can see that we can just manage with the courses. I mean, we have been published this in the website. Afterwards, as you just move on to the courses, you can find all the courses that are available, and we have many more things to discuss over here. Now let me again move on to the courses, and we just need to add different participants over here, that is the attendees. And you can see that we don't have the published contents over here. So if you want to publish the contents, you can publish that. So in order to publish this content, let's move on to the contents and let's publish everything. So let me publish the contents over here. So in order to publish the content, you can just enable the toggle button. Again, let's move on to the courses. And under the courses, we just need to enable so here you can see, as we just published that content, here you can see there is one attendee and one content is just published, and there is one attendee. So if you want to find the other things, or if you want to just publish the certificate, you can also publish that. So as you just enable the publishing, you can see that the course will be published and it will be incremented by here. And as none of the attendees have got a certification, under this you can see no certification is there, and under more you can find the attendees and the reviews and everything. So if you want to add the attendees, you can simply click on add button, and this would allow you to add the recipients. So let me add the recipients over here. I would like to add the recipient as Mark Demo as well as Joel Wills. So for the time being, let's add them, and here you can see that you have been invited to join over here. And let's send them mail, and they will be receiving the mail. And here we have the contact attendees, and if you want to add them, you can also add, which means we can provide the subject over here, and using this we can just use the mass mailing. So here you can find an option under the configuration settings, like we have the mailing option that will update all your attendees at once through mass mailing. So as you just enable this feature, you can find an option that contact attendees, and using the mass mailing option, we can just send the details to all the contact attendees using a single mail to multiple users or attendees. So now let me move on to the courses itself, and in this case, here you can find everything, or we can also just get the users through inviting. Now here we also just need to discuss about the description tab. So you can add the short description or information related to your course into description tab, and it will appear under the course title. So we can say that it's a computer course for kids. So let's say computer course for class 4. And afterwards you can provide the options over here. So under the options here you can find options tab, you can find the responsible person. So here we have 4 configurations available, that are the course, communication, access right, and display. So under the course we can assign a responsible user for your course. If you have a multiple website, use a website field to only display the course on the selected website. So for the time being, I'm keeping this website field as null so that anybody could use this course in their website. And under the communication here, we have different fields, and this would allow to review. So as you just enable the tick box to allow the attendees to like and comment on your content, to submit reviews on the course. And afterwards, we have the forum. This would add a dedicated forum to your course, and this will be only showing if the forum feature is enabled in the app settings. So we know we have just enabled that feature from the configuration settings. And we have the share template, and you can find all the details from this section. As you just move on to the internal link, you can find the details. Now we have the channel share template, and you can see we have just configured that, and we have the new content notification. So this field, select an email template sent to your attendees when you upload a new content, and clicking on the internal link you can find all other details that have provided. So that shows the name that applies to, and the subject and the content, as well as the email configurations and all other settings over here. Now, if you want to preview this, you can simply click on the preview button in order to get the preview. And we have the completion notification, and this would allow you to select an email template to send to your attendees only once they reach the end of your course. So as you just move on to the internal link, this access the email template editor. So here you can find all the details, and let's move on to the options, and let's move on to the other configurations, that is the access right. So in the prerequisites, we can set one or more courses that users are advised to complete before. So if I'm choosing different courses over here, so first the user just need to complete these courses in order to attend the course that we are currently dealing with. And under the show course too, here we have different options this defines who can access your course and their content between everyone, signed in users, course attendees. So if I'm setting it as everyone, everyone could access this. Or if I'm setting it as like signed in users, then signed in users only can attend this. Or if you are just going with the other option, course attendees would only getting or showing these courses. And the other option is that enroll policy, that defines how people enroll in your course. So in this case, we have 3 options, that is open, on invitations, and on payment. So if we are setting it as open, if you want your course to be available to anyone, so everybody could access this course. If we are setting it as on invitation, then only people who received an invitation can enroll to this course. So if selected, fill in the enroll message like explaining the course enrollment process. This message appears on the website under the course title. So in this case, we have to upload the group, then auto enroll group, as well as we can also provide the message. And we have the other option, that is the on payment. So if only people who bought your course can attend it, and the paid courses feature must be enabled to get this option. So if you select on payment, you must add the product courses over here. So in this case, what you have to do is that when you create the product, we also just need to ensure that the course type is having like the product type is set to course over there. So as you just move on to here, you can see that. So let's say that it's a computer course. Now let me create it. As you just try to create and edit this, here you can see that we have different product type. So till Odoo 17, we know it was the course type, but in Odoo 18, we have only the three product type, that is the goods, services, and combo. So in this case, e-learning is a service product, so we have to choose accordingly. And under this, you can also set the create on course order. So we will be having course access over here. Afterwards, you can also set the price of the product. So it's $100. And afterwards, we can save and close this. So you can see we have set, and if you want to set the upload group and enroll group, you can also set that. And finally, we have the display. That is, we have two options, that is the training and documentation. So under the training, the course content appears as a training program, and the courses must be taken in proposed order. If we are just setting it as documentation, then the content is available in any order. If you choose this option, you can choose which page should be promoted on the course homepage by using the featured content. So here in this case, you can just choose the latest created, most voted, most viewed, selected manually, and none. So in this case, I would like to go with training, and afterwards we can save the features that we have done with. And finally, we have the Karma. So Karma tab is all about the gamifications that make e-learning fun and interactive. So in the reward section, choose how many Karma points you want to grant your students when they when they review or finish a course. So in the access section, we define the Karma needed to add review and add comment or vote on the course. So you just need to know that from the course, as you just click on the contact attendees button, you reach on different persons, right? So likewise, we have to set everything over here. Okay, so different persons will be having different Karma points, and we can provide if a person or if a attendee review the courses, they will be getting 5 Karma points. If they just complete their courses, they will be getting 10 Karma point. And here we also just set the access, right? When they add the review, they will be getting 10 points. When they add the comment, they will be getting 3 points. When they just make a word, they will be again getting 3 reward over it. So once that's done, you can see how we are just going to manage with the course. So now we just move on to the course in order to attend. So let me log out from the user, Michelle admin, and let me log in as the other user, and let's see how the course works for the other user. So let's click on log out, and we have the options to log in as the different user. So I would like to choose another user. So I would like to go with portal user. So we know by default, Odoo provides Joy Levels as a portal user. So as you just move on here, you can find the courses. And under the courses, here you can see that the content rank, the current rank, as this person is a newbie, which means he is just a student. We can find everything over here. So if he just achieved different rewards, his rank will be increasing over there, and currently his rank is 4, and you can find everything. And we can also view the reach the next level rank and gain a very nice mug. And we can also find the badge. So if we want to view everything, we can find all the badges. That besides gaining reputations with your questions and answers, you receive the badges for being especially helpful, and you can find how it will be rewarded for different attendees. And here you can find all the courses that is available for him, and you can see the course that have created, that is a computer science for kids as a course, and he just need to just get the course. So if he want to add the review, he can provide the adding review. So let's say awesome course as the comment he's just going to provide, and let's click on post over here. And if you want to find any reviews over here, you can find all the reviews. So the review is completely empty, and he has enrolled into the course. So begin your certifications today. So he's just going to start his course. So once he complete the course, he will be getting 10 points over there as a reward. So let's see how he is going to complete the course. And let's say that he has completed. And afterwards, we just need to begin with the certification. So let's begin the certification. To begin the certification, we have to complete the questions. And here we have a question that is, which is the outdated version of the Windows? So we know it's option A, and let's click on submit. And here you can see we have scored 100% of mark. And if we want to just go back to the courses, we can just go back. And if we want to just download this certificate, we can also download the certificate, and you can also find the certificate if it downloads. And now let's go back to the courses, and let's see how can we create a forum and manage with the forum. So here under the forum, you can find all the forums that are available. Now let's see how to create a forum. So for that, we have to just go to the, let's log out from the portal user and log in as the administrator or the person who is in charge of this course. So let's say it's Mission Admin, and we can just log in as Mission Admin over here. And afterwards, here you can see the forum. So this feature would be only available if you just enable the forum from the configuration settings. So here you can see we have enable this feature. So once that's done, you can see that we can just create the forum from here. And you can create the forums, and the created forums would be available in the website. So you can simply click on the new button in order to create a forum. So you can see that there are different forums that is pre-configured, and the mode has question. And if you want to just go with discussion in order to provide multiple answer, we can change the board. And you can also find a website field over here. So if you are setting a particular website name over here, then this forum will be only available for that website. And if you are setting this field as empty, then this will be available for all the websites available in your database. And here we have 3 tabs such as options, comma gains, and comma related rights. Under options, we have the order and visibility, and here you can see default sort. So we can just get the latest update or the newest one. And you can also see the privacy is set to public. And you can also give the karma gain. So if someone is asking a question, they will be gaining 2 points. And if someone is upvoted for the question, they will be getting 5 points. And if you are just doing the downvoting, there will be a negative marking of 2. And if the answer is correct and a vote is given for the answer, then the user will be getting 10 points. If it's downvoted, it will be again -2. And if the answer is accepted by the other users, then they will be getting 2 points. And if the answer is accepted, we can also set it as 15. And if it's marked as red flag, then they will be getting -100. So once a forum is created, and we have to publish that forum in the website. So here you can see that as this is published in the website, we can find the forum. And here you can see the question that is how to configure alerts for the employee contract. So here you can see the replies, views, and all. If you want to create a new post, like you can ask a question. Here we can just provide the question as who invented radio. And here we can also provide the description and all. And if you want to provide any tags and all, you can provide that. It's action, development, contract, and all. So here I'm going to set it as Marconi. And let's post your question. So we are just providing the description as Marconi. So from this, we can say that we have also given the description answer as the description as well. So if any of the user would like to give the answer for this or make any reply, they can make reply. So if they want to make reply, they can just log out from this user first, and they have to log in as from their portal. So now let me log in as the other portal user. So you can see over here, and he can access the forum from his login. So let's move on to help, and here you can see the questions, and if someone wish to make any replies for this, they can make reply. So here let's provide the answer. Afterwards, let's pause the answer, and in case of the forum, if someone is giving a comment for the question, that comment can be also turned into an answer. So if we cannot self upvote for the answer, other user has to just upvote for the answers. So now let me log out from this user, and let's see how can we do the upvoting. Now I'm going to log in as the other user, that is Mark Demo. And let's move on to the e-learning module, and we can find the published forums. So let's choose a forum which is help, and let's go to the website. And in this case, now let's see how to reply or give the answer. So let's say this person is going to upvote, and the comma point will be will increase, and we can just set it as a best answer. And if like we can also turn this into a comment. So if you are just clicking as so, see, you can see it is just turned into a comment. Or if you want to turn this comment into an answer, we can also do so. Now, the last thing that we're going to discuss in this e-learning module is all about the reporting. So as you just move on to the reporting, here you can just get the reporting of the courses, and it has different views such as list, then graph, and we have the other one that is a pivot view, and we have the contents over here, and we can find different measures like the views, the website views, the total views, dislikes, durations, likes, number of articles, number of certifications, and all the details can be gained from this certification, even content. And it also represents in different colors, and we can find different graphical representation, that is bar chart, line chart, then pie chart, and all. And as you just move to the reporting of content, here you can also find that. And here we have the revenues, like we can find the revenue. So currently no sales data is there, as we haven't made any paid courses. We cannot find any e-learning revenues over here. Till now we have only provided the courses with free courses, and we can also find all the attendees. So that shows the number of the finished ones, joined ones, and ongoing. And here you can find the reviews, and you can also get the quiz over here. That is the questions that we have generated in the quiz, and who has attended the content, the average attempt, and the 10-1 can be reviewed from here. So I hope this video clarifies how to use the Odoo 18 e-learning module, and if you want Odoo customizations or Odoo tutorial videos, feel free to contact Cybrosys. As always, stay awesome, and thank you for watching the video.